Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into something truly groundbreaking in military technology, Israel's new high-energy laser defense system known as the Iron Beam. By the end of this video you'll understand what it is, how it works, why it matters, and what implications it has for both Israel's defense and global warfare. Let's get started. The Iron Beam system has been under development for many years, but as of 2025 the Israeli Ministry of Defense announced that the system has successfully completed the final series of tests and is set to enter active service later this year. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems in cooperation with the Ministry of Defense's research units, and with prime participation from Elbit Systems, this is reported to be the world's first fully operational high-power laser interceptor system. The system is designed to intercept rockets, mortars, unmanned aerial vehicles, aircraft, and other aerial threats, essentially acting as a new layer in Israel's multi-tiered air defense architecture. To appreciate the scale of the achievement, consider how conventional missile defense works. Systems like the Iron Dome and David Sling rely on kinetic interceptors, missiles fired at incoming threats. These interceptors cost tens of thousands of dollars per shot, require logistical support, can run out of ammunition during large-scale attacks, and are limited in number. The Iron Beam, on the other hand, offers a dramatic shift. It uses a high-energy laser beam, which effectively means the ammunition is power and beam time, not missiles. The reported operational cost per shot is dramatically lower. Some sources liken it to the cost of switching on a light. How does it work in broad terms? The system comprises a ground-based laser emitter, sophisticated tracking and targeting optics, beam director hardware, and integration with radar and command systems. According to Rafael, the Iron Beam is a 100 Macron KW class high-energy laser weapon system. In tests, it has demonstrated the ability to engage rockets and mortars by focusing the laser beam on the warhead or propellant of the incoming threat, causing it to detonate or fail. The speed of light engagement means essentially no flight time delay, and the magazine is as large as the power supply allows, so punctuated salvos or sustained attacks are more manageable. Targets can be engaged at ranges up to several kilometers, making it effective against a wide array of low-altitude threats. What makes this particularly significant is not just the technology itself, but the strategic advantages it promises. First, cost efficiency. Neutralizing short-range rockets, drones, or mortars for a few dollars per shot rather than tens of thousands changes the economics of defense. This is especially important in asymmetric warfare, where adversaries can launch low-cost rockets or drones en masse. Second, speed and precision. The laser engages at the speed of light, meaning minimal reaction time and higher effectiveness against fast or swarm attacks. Third, logistical and operational simplicity. No need to reload missiles or manage large stocks of interceptors. Fourth, psychological and strategic impact. The existence of such a system may deter adversaries from launching attacks in the first place. Israeli military officials say that the deployment of Iron Beam batteries near borders has a strategic and psychological effect on enemy decision-making. Let's talk about how it fits into Israel's defenses. Israel has for many years operated a layered air defense system. For short-range rockets and mortar fire there is Iron Dome, for medium-range ballistic or cruise threats David Sling, and for longer-range missiles the Arrow family. The Iron Beam is being added as a shorter-range laser layer that complements these other systems. It does not replace interceptor missiles but takes on threats that are cheaper, smaller, and more numerous, relieving the burden on costly interceptors and freeing them up for higher-value targets. The first Iron Beam systems are expected to be integrated into the Israel Defense Forces air defense arrays by the end of 2025. Regarding operational status, the system recently completed its final tests in southern Israel, intercepting rockets, mortars, aircraft, and AVs in a full operational configuration. Some reports indicate that earlier or variant versions have shot down dozens of drones in recent conflict situations. The Israeli Defense Ministry has described this as the first time a high-power laser interception system has reached full operational maturity. Technical challenges remain. Lasers require clear line of sight to the target, meaning weather, smoke, dust, or aerosols can degrade performance. Target range is shorter than that of long-range missile interceptors. Power supply, cooling, and heat management are critical for sustained operations. Longer-range ballistic missile threats remain a future challenge for laser systems, and power levels will need to increase to meet them. While laser shots may cost only dollars in energy, the fixed cost of system development, hardware, and integration is significant. Integrating a laser system into a modern air defense network also requires robust sensors, software, and fail-safe measures. Despite these challenges, Israel declaring this system operational in 2025 marks a major milestone in directed energy weapons. It signals that laser interceptors are no longer lab experiments or demonstrations, but real-world deployed capabilities. This could change how air defense is architected globally. Lasers can now take on high-volume, low-cost threats, while missiles are reserved for high-value or long-range targets. In asymmetric scenarios where hundreds of drones or rockets are launched, a laser layer may blunt the economic advantage of the attacker. For Israel, the strategic implications are significant. The country faces threats from Gaza, Hezbollah, Iran-backed proxies, and evolving drone and missile tactics. Iron Beam strengthens Israel's short-range shield, allowing interceptor missiles to be preserved for larger threats. It also adds deterrence. Adversaries know that cheap rockets or drones may no longer succeed because the laser layer is active. Israel's Ministry of Defense emphasized that this system is part of both defense and deterrence. Globally, this development may accelerate adoption of directed energy weapons by other militaries. Nations may follow Israel's lead, integrating lasers into multi-layered air defense systems. It raises questions about future architectures, cost of interception, and how adversaries might respond with countermeasures or swarms of low observable targets. It could also influence defense budgets, arms exports, and research priorities worldwide. In summary, the Iron Beam system represents a shift from relying entirely on interceptor missiles to a layered approach where lasers handle high-volume, low-cost threats and missiles focus on high-value targets. This approach improves cost efficiency, operational flexibility, and strategic deterrence. Looking ahead, attention will focus on how the system is deployed, the types of threats it engages first, and how adversaries adapt. Planned upgrades include mobile versions for battlefield use, naval variants, and potential increases in laser power. The main focus remains short to medium-range rockets, mortars, drones, and aircraft. Weather and battlefield obscurance may limit effectiveness, but these challenges are being addressed. This deployment could trigger a laser defense arms race, as other nations seek similar capabilities. In conclusion, the Iron Beam laser defense system entering active service in 2025 is a significant technological and strategic milestone. Israel now fields a high-power laser interceptor, which changes the future of air defense by introducing cost-efficient, high-speed engagement for short-range threats. This development could redefine how nations approach layered air defense, resource allocation, and threat prioritization. The coming years will reveal its operational impact, battlefield performance, and lessons learned for the wider defense community. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, give the video a like, subscribe for more defense tech breakdowns, and leave a comment. What do you think will be the biggest surprise or challenge for laser air defense systems like Iron Beam? I'll see you in the next video.